Hello everybody. Today I wanted to start a new series for the channel for Limited. And there's an arena open starting in 19 hours from now. They have the normal best of one where you get 7 wins, you go to day 2. If you get 3 losses, you're done. And they also have the best of 3 traditional. And if you get 1 loss anywhere, you're out. But if you get to 4 wins, you get 6,000 gems and head for day 2. This is probably the one that I'm going to participate in once it opens. I just enjoy the traditional format. I don't like getting, land flooded or just bad draws in one of the games, and that way there in this one it's best of 3. If I lose 2 games, it's more than likely I lost to the better player. Or just better deck, but typically the better player. So I figured I would start this series with the actual draft, and then each game will be its own video. I'm definitely not the best limited player out there, but I do enjoy it, and that's why I just wanted to make this content. And I will try to describe why I pick what I pick. I will not be drafting this rare, because unless you get it out early, it's very unlikely that you're going to get 7 verse counters on it for that extra turn. I really like Gimli. It's legendary. Legendary creatures benefit a lot in this. And then he also, for 4 mana, is a 4/3 with trample, deals 1 damage to creature's controller. So I think I'm going to go with him. We'll see. Hopefully we get to play red. Again, this rare, it's not awful, but it's not the best in my opinion. If you get a lot of legendary creatures, that way there, at least if you play it later on, if you're, missing a mana base, that mana source that you need, this should help. It also helps thin out your deck, getting rid of those lands late game. And it tempts, and tempting is very relevant. But I like this legendary a lot. It gives you evasion, removal, sort of removal. It's pretty good. But again, legendaries are good, has flying, and it gives something else flying. Got some good cards in this pack. First 3 all uncommon legendaries, all pretty relevant. Creates food. You can make power equal to a creature's toughness by sacking a food. This is just a nice 2-drop. If it blocks, you benefit essentially. You can usually trading, especially if you get it early game. And then this one, another legendary, and if you make 1 or more tokens, you make an additional food token, and potentially a source of card draw if you have a lot of food. And then this right here is good removal, so honestly, I might go with that. No, I'll take a legendary first. I'm sure that a couple of those will come around. And I'm drafting green just to help, diversify my pool. I try not to build towards a particular color during pack 1. Legendaries aren't bad. Legendary lands definitely aren't bad. And this one lets you scry if you control a legendary creature. The only thing is you have to control a legendary creature. could go with this for a combat trick, or potentially sneak in lethal, combat trick, removal, or lethal. Again, I'm not trying to build towards anything right now. This is a solid card. This card looks like it would be an interesting commander, but definitely not good in limited. In my opinion, anyway. Maybe someone can argue against that. This equipment's pretty strong. Can, remove Death Touch or any ability on the cards. Like if, they block and you kill this, they wouldn't draw. This helps mana fixing. Good body with a benefit when it dies. And again, this isn't bad either. Combat trick or sneak in lethal. This is sort of removal too. I'll take the equipment for now. This one's not all that great in my opinion. Could, if you have ETBs, this could be good. It's also like pseudo protection. If they target something, you can just blink it and then you get tempted. Not bad if you're going with the card draw theme. But this is also just a Death Touch body. I might pick that. Just have a 1-drop, help a curve if I decide to go green. Alright, we got some interesting one here. We got mana fixing for black, card draw for red, and card draw for legendary matters. We also have protection and tempting, but I think here I either would want to go mana fixing or card draw. I have some legendaries now, so I think I'm going to go with that. If I have 3 legendaries, it's only 2 tapped, scry 1, draw a card. Even late game, 5 mana isn't awful. Here, if I think I'm going to get a lot of legendaries, this could be beneficial. But I think I try to typically get creatures to start in limited. Get bodies and, establish a general idea of a curve. The goblin could be a good choice here too, but I like the tempting on that one. And so, this has made it around quite a lot. So it's not that good unlimited in my opinion. I'm assuming most people here agree. This is actually a pretty powerful card unlimited in my opinion. And again, I think I'm just going to stick with that curve. If someone's playing Goblin Orcs, that destroys it. This is also a good choice. Pseudo removal, not great necessarily. If you put on Orc, it actually becomes a spirit. And then if they amass again, then they just make a new body. So I think I'm just going to draft that rare. I'm not sure if I'll play it, but it'll at least limit my spots for getting this later on when I open packs. I have quite a few packs to open for this set. This card has lost me games being played against me. It's pretty solid tapping your opponent's creatures. I'll take the combat trick. I don't think I'm going to be playing in blue today. Take the pseudo removal and put that over there. Ooh, this card is pretty good. If you have a lot of creatures, it's fantastic. Counter, draw a card, if not, gain 4 life. Even if you have 1 creature, it's a 2 mana, draw a card, gain 4 life. These are very good if you're going that Orc synergy. but this is definitely the pick of this pack, in my opinion. Mana fixing, mana fixing, mana fixing. Hopefully we see one of these two make it around. Could use some mana fixing. Oh, Eowyn, I really like it. It's in my colors. Alright, let me look at the rest before I decide. This is also pretty solid. Removal plus food. Does require you to have a creature, though, big enough to kill what you want to target. This is great. It's legendary. Haste, enters the battlefield. Exile target creature and opponent controls with greater power. Legendaries gain protection from that color. Yeah, all these three cards are actually really good, but definitely going to go with that legendary. Protection, pseudo removal. This card's really good in my opinion. If they don't attack, you draw a card. If they do, you make 3 1/1s. Potential chump blockers. Go wide. I'm gonna draft it, and I'm gonna instead of green, I might go red, white, blue. Because, you know, I want to technically go wide for this enchantment, give me a bunch of card draw. Blue has some pretty solid cards I've seen right here. Yeah, that land's a solid pick. It's just a, you know, white mana source, but also potential card draw. Now I'm thinking I might be going more of a go wide strategy. This is also a solid uncommon. Also a good land to have. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that legendary land. Enchantment's not awful, but it's 5 mana, costly, and requires you to have a body, and there's exiling in white on this set, so it gets around indestructible. Again, very good card in my opinion, and limited. Card draw, token, legendary matters. I'm gonna go with card draw for now. Not sure if I'm gonna end up going green or blue for my third color. Legendary creature. Beginning end step, creature died under your control. You draw a card. Whenever the ring tempts you, if I chose creature other than this guy, then I make a 1/1. So pretty solid card in my opinion. It's also a pretty good card. But again, not sure if I'm gonna go green, so this is definitely my pick here. Green mana fixing. Just 2 body, 2 drop. And combat trick or evasion. For now, I think I'm going to go with the mana fixing in green if I decide to go green. I do have more cards in green at the moment than I do blue. I really like that card. Ooh, Mythic. Yeah, I don't think this is that great in limited. Definitely an interesting card. Definitely see it in commander decks. Card makes food. Legendary creature. Great, we'll take it. I should maybe have gotten that removal. And it looks like we're going green, so I'll take another one of these guys. And it's a good body, makes food, buffs a creature. It's also card draw if you're creature heavy. Which currently, I'm pretty creature heavy, but I'll just take another body. I'll take protection. And tempt. Pseudo removal, I guess. That guy. And that. He's not bad, but. Huh. Interesting. I've actually yet to see that card. That card's solid. That card's solid. That card's pretty good. Removal. Or do I go for this big guy? Probably not, because I plan on going 3 colors. But he would be fun. He would be fun. But I'll go with removal. Good mana fixing too. I am gonna go with the plain cycling here because make sure I get the 3 colors that I want, which are gonna be green, white, red. This card's also pretty good, especially if you're going with like a food sack type deck. It's pretty good, but this helps fix mana, gives you a flyer, and buffs creatures for a turn. Ooh, another Gandalf. Really good card for blue. Good card for Golgari. I do like the flying. If I need to block somebody, I can, you know, attack. They think I can't block, can untap. If it's a flyer, can catch them off guard that way. This card's also pretty good. It's equipment, gives reach. Do I want a single use? It's like 3 versus 1. I think I'm gonna go with the 1 for now. Possible it makes it around. Another good blue-white card making its way around. Legendary card draw. I already have one though, and it's legendary, so you can't play. Well, you can play more than one, but you'd have to sack one. Could get a creature. Let's see, my 3 drops are pretty low, so I'll take a creature, and it has reach. And I already have 2 of those guys. Man, orc stuff keeps making its way around. Scrying. It's pretty good, but not my colors. And good body. 3 drop, which I need. And if mana dies, it tempts, so it's pretty solid. That card's really good. If you don't have a ring bearer and you play a land, it tempts you. It's also a 4 mana 4/4, so it's decent. And there's nothing else here that I'd really think would benefit me more. And I forgot to mention, oh no, I thought it was legendary, but it's not. Ooh, wow, see, orc stuff. I'm starting to wish I went orcs. I'm gonna go with this land. It'll help mana fix and thin out my deck. Another one of these lands, I think I might go with it. Mana fix, thin out my deck of lands. I have a good amount of cards in my pool. Still red stuff making its way around, and white. Make sure I get the mana that I need. Wow, that's insane. I think I'm gonna go with this guy though. 4/5 trample and tempting. I only have 1 5 drop, so seems like a good choice in my opinion. I'll draft that. It's not bad, but I don't think it goes great in my current deck. +1/+1 vigilance and tempt is pretty relevant, but if they have flyers, that would be better. And then now I'm just kind of don't think really what I pick matters too much. Wow, it's an interesting pool. Alright, now we have to finalize what we're thinking about running. We have mainly Selesnya colors, green and white, a splash of red. I'm definitely going to splash the red though, because I like both these legendary creatures. They're really good. That's, you know, decent, has reach. Buffs creature at each combat, and this is card draw, you know, hopefully discard a land that, you know, if I have enough, and then draw 2 cards. Alright. So I'm gonna keep, I like to keep a couple combat tricks personally. So I think I'm gonna keep these 2. The spider is good if you're gonna block bigger things. But 1 drop, I'm usually hoping for something. You know, if it's late game and I get that 1 drop, I might be upset. I'm gonna cut it for now. We'll see if I end up regretting it later. Let's look on the sideboard here for a minute. So I have one of these guys. I really do like him. Alright. So potential card draw. Orc removal per se. Hopefully removal helps us evade and get through. It's a true drop. And when it dies I get tempted. This might be potentially a better swap out for the 2 drop spot. Card draw, hopefully. Pseudo removal. We got the reach, we got more card draw. Good body for 3. Am I... Yeah, oh, I can definitely cut this. Don't plan on needing that. I like these. Like that, like that. Alright. Then, I'll look at my curve one more time. So we have a couple 1 drops, 1's an equipment, 2 are instants for combat tricks. For 2 drops, we got a pretty even split. 3 creatures, 3 non-creatures, help us get some bodies on the board early. Turn 3, and we got, looks like 3 creatures and 2 non-creatures. And then we got creatures, creatures, creatures. See, I like this because it gets me the forest, and it also has reach, and it's a big body, hard to get around, and it creates us a food. It helps us get that plains. I really only need 1 more cut. So when I do limited, I usually only go with 16 lands. I also have these 2 lands which can help me fetch for a color if I need it. And I do have more white than green, but I think I'm going to cut a plains. So there I have 5 white sources, 5 red sources, 5 green, and 4 red. And then 2 that can become whatever I need at the time. I have ways to, you know, cycle for lands if I need to. And I think I'm gonna have to cut this big guy. I like him, but I already have 1, and I have a couple other potential big end creatures, and he's not legendary, so he's not gonna help me draw cards either. I think I'm gonna have to let him go. Alright, I think we're ready to play. Hopefully we get some good games. I'm gonna play 1 game on this clip, and then after that game I'll start a new video and We'll see how it goes. Alright, I guess let's have some fun. And feel free to comment, you know, if there's something that you would have done a little bit different. I'm definitely open to suggestions. Like I said, I'm not the best limited player, but I do enjoy it. So that's why I'm making this content. Right. Let's get a game under our belts with this deck. Oh boy, decisions to be made here already. I do have more white cards than anything else, but I do have my other two colors. If I mull, I could have a worse starting hand. But I think what I'm going to do is I'll play the forest, play the blade, and then just play it out. I have a 1-drop, a 3-drop, and I can cycle in turn 2 if I don't get something that I need. Thin out my forests. Let's see how it goes. You know, of course we got that white creature, but it's fine. Like I said, we'll play our 1-drop. They're already sweating. Oh, yeah, we got some orcs. Right, we'll play this. We'll pass, and then we'll forest cycle on their end step. Yeah, not bad. Right, we got some options. We got the 4-2, dies both of those. A 2-3 can block and live, so I'm obviously going to play that. Then my next turn, if I don't get a white source, and I'll probably just play my land, play a creature, and then attach this. So this will become a 5-3. They're getting some card selection here. I don't have to worry about any combat tricks now. They probably won't be attacking this turn if I had to guess. Right. So I don't have a lot of, like, you know, things more than 4 mana. So I could potentially discard my land. Don't know if I necessarily want to do that. I might just put pressure at the moment. Because I could equip. If I draw another land that's not white, then I will discard. So they could double block and kill it. I won't be upset. They won't get the death trigger. But not kill both. They must have some good cards in hand. They got some decisions to make. Pseudo removal, I guess. Oh yeah, yep, that's a good card. And I'm missing my white source. And my only play for this turn is to try and draw white. I know they're going goblins, so I'm definitely going to keep that. And I'll pitch that. No planes. Right. We will probably just swing in with this guy here. Maybe move the equipment over. Make him a 6-3. They're not going to get that orc death trigger when they double block. If they double block. Okay. I'll move this back over here. Oh. And make him my ring bearer. And hopefully if I get, you know, some more tempt cards, I can start drawing, discarding. It's a 1-drop. They're going what looks like orcs, so I don't really have to worry about them having one power creatures. So he's essentially has unblockable. That probably wasn't the best play. I probably should have kept him alive. But we'll see. If I don't draw planes, I think it's going to be tough to come back from anyway. Alright, gonna take 6. Oof. On the bright side, I have some card draw next turn, but that would take all my mana, so I'm hoping to get a plains. If I get a plains, I'll be at 6 lands. I can cast this for 4, then I can exile that and pay the 2. I am guessing if I block this orc, he can either cast 2 spells or he has like the instants that give lifelink and a mass 1, so it'd just be a futile effort. So I'm going to take however much he's going to give me right here. Yeah, that's forgot I was drawing that. But I have to play it. I don't think I live any other way. And he's going to counter it. I think that's going to be a GG. We'll see though. I'll play it out. So unfortunately, this wasn't the best first game. You know, hindsight 2020, definitely should have mulliganed and hopefully got a plains. But you know, you never know what you're gonna get. And you know, hopefully game 2 will be more enjoyable to watch. But thank you guys for joining me. Feel free to, you know, say how bad I am in the comments section. And thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time.